And good day, Creativerse fans. This is CatSmiles. And how are you guys doing today? I just have a little tutorial for you that I've picked up, and I think you guys would really enjoy to be able to use these options, especially if you're in a public world or a world with a lot of friends, so that you guys can lock things down, look to see who is actually looking at the items, pulling items out. Kind of gives you a inventory log of what is going on with certain items. Now please note that not all of the items that are able to do these options are here. This is just items that I had in my inventory that I just pulled out really fast and thought I would show you how to interact with them correctly, or in the way that I interact with them. I don't know if there's actually a correct way to do it. And so we're just going to go ahead and jump into this with our signs. As you can see, yes, I did use a simple color code, which I will show you in a second. So we're going to go ahead and we'll go over here. As you can see, we do have an interaction button. Let's go ahead and make that so it's readable. So you can either do a right click or push F. As you notice, yes, I did use a simple color code. You just type in the color you like, and your sign. I'm just going to go ahead and exit out of this once we are done. But as you can see right here, we have a lock button. So like I mentioned before, it is a really good option to have. And as you can see, we have many different options that each one is able to do. Of course, it is very self-explanatory. This is a great way to basically have a sign that if you want to keep up and not have people coming over and changing your signs, or have a really good sign to have outside of the building if you want to ask questions or comment about the build. You can put everybody, and then anybody can actually correspond with you that way. And we'll go ahead and go exit it. And as you can see, all of the signs do have this one main option. I am not sure about the arc signs or any of the other signs, like the corrupted sign or any of those, if they have more options or not. As you can see, yes, the signs are still bugged, but that is okay. We can deal with that later on. So that is just one of the many options you can do with the signs. So what we're going to do is go ahead and jump over here, and as you can see, I have another array of random items, but this one gives you a little bit more of options to do and able to fully understand what this does. So what we're going to do is, we have the forges and the processors. They most likely work as well as the cookie machines. However, I do not have one on this world yet. So what we're going to do is, as you can tell, we do have an interaction button. Once again, we can go ahead and push F. Now, as you can see over here, we have three options. We have our lock button. We have our wonderful rename button. This is really good. So you don't have to waste signs and things like that. Yes, you do have to mouse over it, but I mean, don't you have to mouse over the sign sometimes when you're far away anyway? So this is really good. So this is our forge. We're going to go ahead and name it, why not, Iron Only. So now we have our name. Go ahead and push enter. Now that will automatically always show up on this forge as Iron Only. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is go ahead and smite one of these to show you our next option, which is really great. We have this button here, and as you can see, it is a transfer history. It shows who did what at what time and what was the outcome. So we'll go ahead and push F to take all. Alright, I have a cat in my way. And then once again, it does show everything. So at any player, anytime, activates any of these options with the transfer history, you are able to see what they are doing. Once again, yes, you can block anybody from using this. So that is a really good option. And it goes for the processors. Same thing, transfer history, rename, and lock. And then we have this. Once again, you are able to history, name, and lock, which is really cool because these you can put items into, and they show up like this. This is fully rotatable. Okay, well not all of the items show up there, but that is perfectly fine. It's still really pretty. And again, it does show you transfer history, so you can see everybody and everything. And that also goes for your bookshelves. We do allow 3 items. It does have the transfer history, your naming, and that. And as you can see, mice, we're gonna mice over this, mouse over this, and it does show the name. You can do that with any of the items that I show here. Same with the placemat. The placemat is really cool, I think. It gives so many more options that you're able to do. Let's go ahead and... Hello. And as you can see now, it says hello. If you like, you can do anything you want. And that goes for the armor. Excuse me, the armor. I wish we had an armor machine, but for the rep and whack. I can't speak today, guys. I can't speak. Same options, 3 items. Really cool. And the best part, I think, anyway, is the teleporter. So go ahead and press F. You have your codes right here. And once again, we have our lock button. So if you want to place this anywhere in the world, you don't want anybody to go to, you don't want anybody to check out your codes, anything like that, you can definitely lock it down. And once again, you can rename this teleporter to go anywhere you like. We'll name this one... We'll go ahead and name it that. Why not? Go ahead and just throw some random items in there. Why not? Go ahead and exit. And as you can see, it says Cat's Playhouse. Go ahead and go back into it, and it does show you the history. So if anybody at any point in time uses your teleporter, you can see where they went, what codes they used, and all of that good fun. But do remember, if you lock any of these items down, they are not able to interact with them. They are not able to see what options they have or anything like that. So it's really cool. So what we're going to do is go ahead and jump into this side over here. And as you can see, these do have the interaction buttons, but as far as right this second, they are only interactable by toggling them off and on with no other functions. However, if you have a wiring tool, go ahead and set that up. You can now do more options, which is really cool because, well, who doesn't like more options? And as you can see with our wiring tool, everything here with the little arrow button is wireable and toggleable, so you can wire them up to a switch. So let's go ahead and click on this one. This one here is a left click. Go ahead and left click and we can attach it to our switch. So now whenever we push F, it toggles off and on, which is really cool. And as you can see, we can toggle that off and on. If you guys press N on any of the items that has this option while you're tooling, it gives you more options. You're able to put in an event name. You can push interact off and on, so if anybody wants to come over, they cannot mess with it. Once again, it does have a lockdown button with the same options. A rename, so you can name this anything you like. So let's say front door, back door. So now we know, whoops, back door, smoker. So now we know this is our backdoor smoker. Go ahead and say save. And whenever you toggle over that, it should now, it actually should say its name. I'm not sure why it's not showing up, but we will learn how to do that later. Once again, everything that you see here, push in to give you the more options. Just going to run through this really fast since they all have the same options. Nothing really too I can't talk, guys. And the same thing with the lights. They are toggleable off and on with the same options. And the LEDs, you can do so much with this, but once again, you can do the option to name it, to lock it down. You can't change the colors to whatever you like. Let's go ahead and do more green. That's actually pretty green, but I want more red and purple, blue. Let's see. No. Let's do no green and lots of purple's good. I like purple. We'll just save it to purple. So now we have changed our color. Go ahead and turn you on. So now it is purple. And the same thing with the lights. You can toggle off and on. Sorry if this is getting a little tedious and boring. Press in, lock it down, and there we go. Same thing with the doors, which is really cool because, I mean, who doesn't like doors? Let's go ahead. I see that, guys. Don't worry, we will be getting that. Pick up our switch. We can also use a number pad. I have never used a number pad before, so I will not be attempting to figure that out. Number pad and switch. Okay, so we've got our number pad, we've got our switch, we've got our wire. No, that is our weapon. We have our wiring tool. Let's go ahead and press in. You can lock this down so nobody can activate it, nobody can open your doors. And so we go ahead and do that. So what we can do is go ahead and wire that up to either the code or to a switch. We're going to go ahead and say switch. So now it is locked. Go ahead and press F so it can be closed. Get out of there. Go ahead and turn that on and our door opens. And that also goes for our regular doors. You are able to lock and rename and toggle to any of these to be able to open the door. I hope this, guys, was a little interesting. I hope you learned something from this. I keep pushing the wrong buttons. And these are just a little bit of the items that you're able to do this with. I think the login information is a wonderful idea. Like I said, it's a great idea if you're in a big worlds or big groups or with worlds without claims and you have to lock down your items. Well, guys, have a great day. I will try to bring up some more little tips and hints with some wonderful builds. As you see over there, we have many different places that we can build on top of ones that I did not highlight. You guys have a great day and happy gaming.